the years, we have been developing our methodology, we are developing our process, right? And we stumbled into, I stumbled into Enneagram in 1999, and the following year, Agnes in year 2000, went all the way into all the Enneagram trainings.
I've done many days of Enneagram training in the US, mainly with the Enneagram Institute with Don Risso and Russ Hudson. There are 3 levels there, and I did the business Enneagram as well. So 4 times I went there for about 5 to 6 days each time. I've also done LifeWorks training, about another 5 to 6 days. And I've done 2 trainings with Ginger Lapid-Bogda. She's the ex-president of the International Enneagram Association. So there's many different aspects of the Enneagram I've learned from these various teachers, and all very useful, which I've brought back to use in our trainings and also with coaching.
Now, based on this wealth of experience that she has gone through, right? And we started to be able to, we started to teach this Enneagram, first and foremost, applying it to yourself, right? We need to earn the right to know what we are talking about. So we spend a lot of time figuring ourselves out, working on our core issues, working on our strengths to bring up our gifts to the world. So as early as year 2000, we started to be able to integrate NLP with Enneagram into our teaching to help people to be able to mobilize and utilize the knowledge and resources from these 2 bodies of work, right? And the key thing to understand about this is that the application of this process, right, did not come ready-made. It was through a lot of what we call application, trial and error, working on ourselves, working with our clients, and then through what we call the feedback that we got, and we refine our processes to what it is today. So we have in some way created a new approach or a new so-called field of knowledge called Neuro-Linguistic Enneagram, and some people call it Enneagramic NLP, right? Basically, it's no longer just NLP and Enneagram presented together simultaneously, but by integrating both of them together, we came up with a new field of knowledge. Some of the questions that come up in people's mind, certainly it came up in my mind, was what would be the difference if I were to do Enneagram, take an Enneagram workshop, and then on my own, then I take an NLP training program. Would I have the same benefit? I can say clearly no.
When I first started learning more about the Enneagram in the 1990s and 2000s, I find that people who know the Enneagram type, after years of working on their type, they're still having a lot of the same issues, and they still haven't worked it through. So it's very important for us to merge the Enneagram with the NLP tools and techniques to help a person through the Enneagram difficulties, and then they can move on and they can change, rather than just getting stuck within their own Enneagram pain.
So I think that one of the ways to be able to create more clarity out of the combination, right? The Enneagram provides a good diagnostic framework about what drives and what holds a person back. However, it is the NLP and the other methodologies that's unique to us, what we have developed over the years. By incorporating our methodologies, which is primarily NLP, we're able to utilize that framework of resource building, helping a person to be able to rewire themselves, to help someone to be able to dig into their so-called their resources, to be able to help them unpack what we call their values and beliefs and identity issues using NLP techniques and tools, that people are able to reinvent themselves, the tools of techniques of NLP. So on one end, the Enneagram provides a good, powerful tool to know yourself and other people better. The NLP provides the tools to be able to make the changes and be able to help you move in the direction that you want to go in life. So the combination of these 2 processes has been what we call, for us, a major breakthrough in terms of our teaching and coaching methodology. The way we design the program has got what we call purpose and a function. And we are very early on in our so-called program design that we intentionally put the Enneagram into the masters, and at the practitioner, we've solely focused on the NLP skills. and it's for a good purpose. I think that at a fundamental level, to be able to utilize the NLP tools and skills to raise our level of self-awareness and to be able to build foundational skills so that we are able to then know how much we can shift and change within ourselves without any so-called filters to change our own perception of who we are. Yeah. So once we get a mastery of all those skills, then we are ready to the next level, which is to be able to deal with what we call higher order changes, more so-called complex changes within us. And that's when we introduce the Enneagram into our work. And the master practitioner level, after you have mastered the powerful fundamentals of NLP, to utilize this to work on the what we call more complex changes within us. So that was the reason why we structured our program that way. Yeah, I think because of the way we do that, people have consistently been able to say that through the way we structure our program, they're able to progressively, get a better handle of themselves, and they have the tools to be able to make them change on themselves, rather than having too early exposure of the information, and at the same time they are very overwhelmed of what they can do with it. So it's about progression, building on what we call a necessary foundation before you come to a level of complex change. As we have mentioned from the very beginning, at some point of our personal evolution, we will come to realize we cannot be the same person and expect a different life.
My purpose in life is to awaken people to a higher consciousness, and it's been wonderful to watch people awakening and being their true beautiful selves.
And I'm very, very so-called eager to be able to share that with you, and I also look forward to learn from you.